Next we have Capricorn. Capricorn, my Capricorn queens, my Capricorn divas. Yes, we are. Okay, listen. Caps. I don't even know what to say to y'all. Or me. I said me. I don't even know what to say to me. Look, it's happening in our 12th house. We know it. We feel it. It's happening. It's going down. We're looking at some deep, hidden-ish. Possibly while smoking kush. I'm just saying. It's that kind of month. The full moon is happening in the 12th house. That's the 12th house of self-undoing. That's the 12th house of smoking some kush. That's the 12th house of having that second glass of wine, that second bottle of beer, that go ahead, second, third, fourth cocktail. That's taking too many pills. That's sleeping too much. I know y'all are sleeping more than you've been sleeping, because I am. And if you ain't, then you don't have Capricorn anywhere near this 12th house then. You know, you don't have it Capricorn rising, because I'm a Capricorn with Capricorn rising. And I woke up at 12 o'clock, and I only woke up at 12 o'clock because my daughter called me. And I didn't go to bed till 6 o'clock, and I only went, or 5, and I only went to bed at 5 because, well, I was tired, finally. See, and that's the kind of weirdness that we have. I think I got in 7 hours, like 5 to 7 or 12. But look how odd those hours are. We're off kilter. We're sleeping a lot. We're getting dreams out of nowhere, nebulous thoughts and ideas and things that are coming out of the blue. I believe that we are also at this time the power behind the throne to a lot of things. We have power and things growing and doing in the undercurrent, underneath, behind the scenes that no one knows. There may be undercurrent behind the scenes activities happening around you that you don't know. So that's also a possibility. I wouldn't do anything underhanded or, anything bad. Cap, you don't want to bring in any bad karma right now. But if you're feeling extra sleepy, if you're feeling extra tired, if you're feeling like, where's my luck? If you're feeling like, you've been waiting for your ship to come in, your pot to roll in, and it's not here yet, all of that's normal. I mean, we've got Jupiter retrograding in the 12th house, and now we've got this full moon sitting there, and it is there, okay? So that's the 17th. We've got a few days. We're probably already starting to feel that overall, since Jupiter is in that 12th house, we've been kind of feeling that for the last few months, haven't we, Caps? So what's going to happen is this full moon is going to come, and it's going to finally illuminate all those 12th house things that we've been going through. If I were you, Cappy, I would take, and I am me, okay, so I can tell you what I've been doing. But I started a podcast. Like, I just come out every day, and I'm just gushing out all of the garbage, all of the 12th house crap that is buried so deep inside my soul, and that I really feel like it's hidden. It's buried stuff. I wouldn't even know where to dump all this stuff if I didn't have a podcast or something. And so I would look at ways of getting out the hidden garbage. If you can. Find ways of doing that. I think Jupiter in the 12th house is really great for doing that. It's like, a house of healing, like a hidden meditation. Like, I'm thinking you can heal yourself or meditate. Go alone. Be the hermit for a moment and take care of your inner self. If there's a pain that's deep inside, take care of that inner pain, that inner self. It's not what everyone else can see, right? But it's what you can feel. You can feel it from deep within inside your spirit, within inside your soul, your being. There's something there. You're developing like this new belief system too, I think. That it's something that's bubbling up deep within, but it's in there. So this full moon is illuminating that. It's something that this belief system you've been working on ever since Jupiter has been in Saggy. But we're coming to, I think, a final, belief system after this full moon on the 17th. We're arriving at it, whatever it is. Now, Sag is normally lucky, but in the 12th house, and when it dealing with things like dogma and belief systems and philosophy and God house, and it being the 12th house, I think we're doing a lot of deep, subjective, introspective thinking and, processing, because we're creating a new philosophy about life in general. We will not be the same after this Jupiter goes out of Sag into our first house. We're preparing for our time to shine, and for our luck, and for our new philosophy to become, it becomes us. What those deep inner things that we're thinking and doing in private becomes the us that is us after Jupiter goes from Saggy into Capricorn. So I think this full moon is illuminating that right now. This coming up in just a few days. Whatever that philosophy is you've been working on, whatever that deeply hidden thing is, it's all being illuminated emotionally. Okay? So just know, there could be some deep psychological things happening that day. Don't forget. 12th house is deep psychological things. Don't think it's not. Skeletons in the closet things. Okay? It is the house of self-undoing as well. We've been facing a lot of skeletons in our closets. Caps. Haven't we? I have. I mean, okay, I'm going to say this one thing and then I'll get off a Cap, because everyone else is like, where's mine? Okay, look. One of the things I can tell you that I just came to this just like yesterday or day before, after doing my podcast, because with podcasts, you can't see you. You can only hear you. And after doing my podcast, I realized that I have a tendency, and I knew about this because someone told me years ago as a disc jockey, that I have a tendency that I'm up. Usually I am. You can hear it in my voice. But then I have this time when I might get really low, deep, introspective, melancholy, dark, just heavy. I mean, I got Saturn in the first house by birth, so I could see that. Well, this, I think, is part of that. Like, Jupiter is naturally very upbeat, very happy, very all of that. But right now, it's, for us, it's in the 12th house, and Jupiter itself is in the 12th house. And so we have to figure out how to find that inner joy from within. We may not even have been realize that we were exuding that inner joy from within. But, with Saturn and Pluto transiting the first house for Capricorns, exuding that inner joy is hard, especially when it's the 12th house of self-undoing. And so this is the lesson that we are learning this year, how to find our inner peace, our inner joy, our inner sanctuary, our inner sanctum, regardless of what's going on around us and to us and outside of us. See? And that is our lesson. I mean, with Saturn and Pluto in the first house, this is really our lesson. But with Jupiter retrograding in the 12th, it went back over it to make sure we got this lesson. We have got to be so freaking strong and ready and prepared to compete, compete in the world at large with Jupiter in this house. It's teaching us to find that inner peace, that inner sanctum, that inner whatever you have to find in order to compete in this world, to face our fears head on with a positive mindset and hopefully with a philosophy that will help get you through the darkest of times. Now, I've been doing certain things, and like I said, I'm going to get off of this because I might be going into more of the Aquarius part of myself and Pisces part of myself. But I've been doing things like following like Sadhguru, who's a guru out of India. I've been doing things like learning about things like Kundalini awakenings, stuff like that. But, you know, this is the stuff that you need to look at, Capricorn. Our awakening is now. We are awakening now. Jupiter is about to come into Capricorn soon. We've got less than 6 months to prepare for our time to shine in the sun. So as we hide away as the power behind the throne in preparation for the time that Jupiter goes direct and then goes forward this one last time toward our home of Capricorn. And this moon is highlighting that inner strength that Jupiter has given us up to now. And the inner strength that I think we Caps have to develop in that inner area of like our private source of strength. We have to find that now. Our 12th house can be our private source of strength. And I think with Jupiter there and Sag there, that's where our luck is, right? So that's where we need to find our private source of strength through things like meditation. And in my case, I've actually had hypnosis and binaural beats and all types of awakenings and getting in and aligning your chakras and listening to good positive music and good books and all of those things. Knowledge is key. Sagittarius is always about knowledge, inner knowledge, learning in private. Moon full in Sag, learning in private, being the wise sage in private, being the scholar, the philosopher, the professor in private. Jupiter, Sag in the 12th house. We got this, Cap. We've got to learn the lessons we got to learn so we can prepare for our full front assault on the world when Jupiter gets in our first house, and it is coming. Let's prepare for our time. All right, Cappy. I had to share that message with you. Much love and light.